I've just filmed this and I was nearly at the end. And I'd filmed like 10 minutes worth and I was nearly at the end. And Pinky, my 2-year-old, come in and she started grabbing at the stuff. So I was like, okay, you look at that one while I finish talking. And then she just started screaming for no reason. So I completely ruined the video. I've had to go sort her out. Nah, try again. So if I seem like I'm like, it's because I don't know how long I've got until somebody comes in and starts howling. It's all going well. What was I saying? Oh, there seems to be, I'm in my dressing gown because it was quiet and I thought, right, I've just got up the quiet. I'll film it now. And then that happened. As soon as I'm dressed, we're going out allotment because they're judging the children's allotment competition in the next few days, and it's nothing but rain. So now it's stopped raining until Weed City, so we need to go down and sort it out. There's lots to do. There's been a lot on YouTube at the moment because the American school year is about to restart and the English school year restarts in September. So a lot of people have been sharing their plans for the homeschool year and their curriculums and resources and stuff. We homeschool year round, so I don't really break it up like that. Plus, we're very free and easy. We just kind of trundle along, picking up stuff we're interested in, things that come our way. I don't sit down and plan the entire school year. I'm chopping. Sorry, I don't know what that noise was. I'm chopping and changing stuff all the time. So, I'm just going to show you the dry sit down. I don't know why the phone keeps making that noise. The dry sit down school stuff we are doing at the moment. But this isn't everything. I mean, obviously we go down the allotments. That's gardening, nature study. I'm teaching the kids drama at home. We do art, textiles because they're currently sewing their own bunting to use when we go camping. We have read alouds and certain films we watch and things like that. So this isn't everything. We do a lot of life learning. It just all merges into one. But this is just the sit down dry schoolwork stuff that we're using at the moment. Like I said, chop and change all the time. So Melody Scowen, who does a Facebook blog Wild Child HE, which is really good, shared that a company called, sorry, that's where Pudge was working out his maths the other day, docsdirect.com, and they were sending out free maths worksheets. I don't know if they still are, but if you're interested, look them up. And I got, the envelope was full. I've just pulled 2 out to show you. The print's quite small, look, but you get like one there, and then you turn it over and you've got 2 more. So Pudge will do one and Beanie will do one, and then the next day we'll do the same. So they were really good, and they was free, and we haven't got a printer. There's lots and lots of free stuff out there at the moment that you download and print off, but I can't use any of it because I haven't got a printer. However, be careful if you're sending off for free stuff because not all of it is as good as it seems. I was looking at stuff earlier. Because the new school year started, my Facebook feed is full of adverts for educational stuff. There was one saying you'd get a free, like, sign up now and you'll get some free educational toys to review for them. So I thought I could do that. Anyway, I went to fill it in, usual stuff, name, email, and then it says, are you a homeowner? And I thought, well, that's weird. That's nothing to do with reviewing toys. So I persisted. And then it starts saying, who supplies your gas? Who supplies your internet? And I'm thinking, this is nothing to do with toys. And I thought either they're gathering a lot of information about you and why do they need to use that, or it's just an excuse to, it's just an excuse. But I'll be done in a minute, sweetheart. Just go in there, 1 minute. I'll be done in a minute. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. What's it saying? Or it's an excuse to grab your details so they can bombard you with marketing and selling. So I abandoned it. So I'm just saying, be careful. Right, I'm going to have to be quick because clearly, how long have I had? 4 minutes. I've had 4 minutes before someone comes to find me. Right. So as well as them worksheets, we've got maths workbook. I didn't buy these. Carol, who I work with, gave them me. They used to be her daughter Jessica's, but she didn't do them. I think the first book had some working out in it, but none of the others do. There's like 9 books in the series, and we're on book 3 now, and it's just full of, you know, a lot of math stuff. Our current independent reading is The Magic Potion Shop, The Lightning Pup. Pudge and Beanie are reading this, and some of the chapters are long, so what we'll do is I read a page, they read a page on them ones, and that's a nice way to share a book together. But if it's a short chapter, they'll read it all to me. So they're enjoying that. Like I say, we cover history all the time, conversation, read aloud, movies, but for personal traveller history, we're looking at this at the moment. Now, Appleby Horse Fair is the largest gathering of travellers in the world, and it's been going for hundreds and hundreds of years. But this book is just photos of Appleby Horse Fair from the last 100 years, and it's compiled by Barry Law, who's a famous traveller photographer. And I didn't know when I bought it off Amazon, dead cheap, that he'd signed it, look, so I was quite happy with that. Sorry about this phone keep running out of focus. Nothing's going right today, I tell you. Anyway, look, this is 1920, so this is 100 years ago. We're only looking at a couple of photos a day, or, you know, when we think on it. That's 1950, and then the next 3 photos are World War II. And it was an opportunity to say to the kids, you know, look, travellers were mostly not mechanised then. It was mostly wagons and horses, and a lot of the gypsy men had been called up. And when they was in the army or wherever, because they knew a lot about horses, they often went into the veterinary corps, or, you know, looking after the army horses, things like that. But it goes all the way to modern day. It's all in black and white though, look, but it goes all the way to modern day. So that's quite interesting for us. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but, you know, that's the thing about home education. You can tailor it to suit your family and your family's background and culture. Now, this is a curriculum called Exploring Nature with Children. I've had it about a year. I will link the video below that says when I got it, it was reasonably priced, where you can get one if you want one. It's 52 weeks worth of nature activities, even in winter, which quite impressed me. And we're not the kind of family that can rigidly stick to something. And I quite like this because you can dip in and out of it. Like sometimes we'll do 3 weeks in a row, sometimes we won't touch it for months. But nature's always going to be there. It's going to be something I'll use and refer back to for years and years. So if you want to know about it, I'll link that video below. So this will be our next one, which I'm going to do July week 2, and it's about clouds, what are the science behind clouds, and then there'll be a poem and a craft and an activity and stuff like that. For geography, we're looking at the Children's Road Map Atlas of Great Britain and Ireland, and this was Carol's daughter's. Carol will work with, and she's given me. Look, Jessica. But it's really good, look, it breaks it all down, it's colourful pictures, shows you, you know, landmarks and things. And we did the Midlands the other day, because we live in the Midlands, and we go to Skegness a lot. So there was looking at Skegness and the Wash, where you find the abandoned seal pups, the seal sanctuary do. And we was looking, I won't show you exactly where we are, but was looking at the road that we take when we go to Skegness, and, you know, the places we go through, and then we was looking at the landmarks like Robin Hood in Nottingham and things like that. And then the other day, we was looking at how the country, the United Kingdom, is broken up into regions. For English language, we're currently doing these workbooks. Jump into English, $1.99, look, bargain. And they come with little test books, but I don't use. I don't test my kids. I don't use them as test books. I've just used it as another workbook. Look, that's Beanie. Look, he likes to write his name and everything. Elijah, this is mine. This is mine. Yeah. So that's what we're using at the minute, as well as everything else. But I better get going because clearly I'm wanted, even though they're fine. What was I going to say? Oh, there's an advert for Sublime Science on Facebook, and if you send them $2.99 postage fee, they'll send you a free science box kit which is meant to be worth £47. I'll be the judge of that. And free access to their Instant Science website for a little bit. So when it comes, I'll review it and show it you properly. And the other thing is, there's I can't say it properly, Hygge, Hygge, Hygge. It's an early years nature curriculum, ages between 3 and 5. And it's meant to be worth 120 quid, allegedly. And if you give them a £5, you'll have access to it. When I did it, I didn't realise it was all on the computer. I don't know if there'll be stuff I'll have to print off, but I'll brace out when I come to it. I haven't had a proper look yet, but so far it's videos like telling me how to use the curriculum and stuff like that. So once I get the hang of that, I'll review that for you as well. I thought it might tie in nicely with the Exploring Nature for Children curriculum I've got, because the activities are based for 3 to 5 year olds. So it'd be nice for Bod and Pinky, but also I find stuff that's aimed at younger children is more hands-on, which my older kids will enjoy as well. So that's the dry sit-down schoolwork stuff we're using at the moment. I'm going to go and see what's cracking off, but it'll be note. It'll be after every single, like this is the thing with Bod. Every single day I give him breakfast, and every single day he says pudding. He finds me wherever I am doing the laundry, wherever I am, and says pudding, and I have to say we don't have pudding with breakfast, do we? Every single day of my life. I bet you that's what he come in for. So real mum life, yeah. I'll see you next time on a new video. Bye bye.